Good afternoon, Mr. Taylor. My friends in the Brazilian Jedi Council won't believe we're having this conversation too. It's a pleasure too. It's an honor. First of all, what's our thoughts about Brazil?
Well, I've only just got here about 2 days ago, but so far it's been wonderful, and the fans here are so passionate, and I've loved meeting everyone, and yeah, I'm starting to feel the samba, you know, and feeling the vibe.
Just to learn how to samba?
Not yet, but I'm feeling it.
Don't feel bad.
Come from me.
Don't feel bad. I'm Brazilian, don't know samba. Let's take a more serious question now.
Sure.
What's the difference between the old and the new generation of Star Wars fans?
I don't know that there is that much difference. I mean, I think that what difference there is what you come to Star Wars through. You know, some people come to it through Clone Wars, some people through Star Wars Rebels, you know, the cartoons, some people through the prequel trilogy, some people through the original trilogy, some people through the books. But this was always the case. I mean, you know, I came to Star Wars through a cereal box, right? You know, I talk about that in the book. Lots of people read the novel of Star Wars before they saw the movie because the novel came out first. So I really think that there is more that unites different generations than that divides them.
I first saw the movie with my dad in VHS, like I said before the interview for you. Is some passionate for us. It's something that comes from the heart of the fans. I'm very nervous talking about Star Wars.
I know, it gets you right here.
Tell us, do you remember when you was first introduced into the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, so like I said, I first, and it took me a while to track this down, but I first saw it on the back of a cereal box, and it started to show up on TV. This was 1978, I was 5 years old. So, you know, I don't remember that much about it, but, you know, I read the comic books, and then I read the novel, and then only in 1982 did I finally see the film. And by that time, I'd seen it in so many other forms of media that it seemed like it was a film of the book instead of the other way around.
Like you said, it's the first I forgot the word. It's like multimedia.
Yes.
It's transmedia, the first transmedia.
Yeah, franchise, yes. The first
transmedia franchise.
Absolutely.
And you are a great fan of Star Wars, right?
I wouldn't say a great fan. I definitely, you know, I loved it as a kid. I still love it, you know, with a sort of a sentimental feeling. But I think that I wasn't a big fan of the prequel movies. So, you know, that sort of turned me off a little bit. But not so much that I hated them, you know. I just sort of withdrew a little bit. And I think that that's good, because I don't think you can write a book like this if you are too passionate, you know, if you're too much of a fan. You need some distance, you know. So
there's much of the fan, your fan side in the book. There's...
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to transmit the passion of other fans. You know, I wanted to talk to the people from the 501st Legion, tell the story of how that started, and the fans who build R2-D2s, and, you know, I wanted to be able to tell the whole story, but have some distance from it. So, yes, I'm more of a fan now because of the book, then.
What's your favorite Star Wars character?
You know, that changed because of the book. It used to be Luke Skywalker. Then it was Han Solo, but then because of the book, you know, reading about R2-D2 and how George Lucas thinks that all of the movies are being told by R2-D2, you know, 100 years in the future, and he doesn't get his memory wiped at the end of Episode 3, so that he's the only character who knows everything. So he's really, you know, the power behind the scenes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Han shot first?
Well, that's a misnomer. It's actually, you know, Han shot solo. Shot by himself. There was no Greedo shot.
Okay, and what's the most difficult thing writing about something as big as Star Wars?
What's the most, what's that?
Most difficult thing write about something as big as Star Wars?
Keeping it all in your brain at the same time. It's almost, there is so much that it's impossible for one brain to keep it all in. And there is always something new. You know, I kept finding new interviews with George Lucas, you know, in obscure magazines. I kept meeting new fans who had interesting stories. And of course, as I was writing this was really the most difficult thing. We were learning more and more about Episode 7. And, you know, and then the expanded universe was killed, you know, halfway through me writing the book.
Poor Star Killer. I loved him.
Yes, so much changed during the writing of the book that was very difficult. It was, you know, it's living history.
Do you consider yourself a Sith or a Jedi?
Definitely a Jedi. Yes. I mean, occasionally Sith. We're all Sith, more or less.
Thank you. Thank you for the time. Thank you for everything, for the book, for the autographs, and may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Take care.
E essa foi a entrevista com o Chris Taylor, do Sr. Castanha, diretamente para o Sr. Castanha, diretamente aqui da CCXP. Thank you, Mr. Cruz. Leave a message to all the Brazilian fans.
Hello, Brazilian fans. I love all of you. It's been awesome visiting with you, and I hope to come back again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you guys.